As the world's focus is glued to the war going in between Russia and Ukraine, media coverage has swelled and it contributed to a growing audience significantly. It is not just CNN that dominates the news of the fighting in the ex-Soviet Union. There are several racist remarks that describe the country of Ukraine as compared to both Afghanistan and Iraq. One of these comments was made by CBS correspondent Charlie DeGata when he referred to Ukraine as civilized. While he did not mention Afghanistan and Iraq by name, it is easily inferred that he was making a comparison between the civilized Europeans and the uncivilized Arabs and Muslims. These statements are shameful and must be condemned. Regrettably, Al Jazeera channel has echoed these racist overtones. This happened when its anchorman, Peter Dobby, had depicted the images of the Ukrainians escaping the fighting as compelling, due only to their appearances as quote-unquote dressed. He went on to elaborate and said that they were prosperous middle-class people. His speech added that there are not obviously refugees looking to get away from areas in the Middle East that are still in a big state of war. These are not people trying to get away from areas in North Africa. They look like any European family that you would live next door to. This is ludicrous. Human nature is one. People flee wars whether they are Iraqis, Afghans, Syrians, or Ukrainians. Meanwhile, the Arab and Middle Eastern Journalists Association, a U.S. non-profit group, denounced these racist statements as the Orientalist and racist. It said that this is a type of coverage ascribes more importance to some victims of war over others. The problems are the policies of the government of Qatar. They are trying to use the war in Ukraine to attack the United Arab Emirates. They are working to undermine the good relations between the Emirates and the United States. They are exploiting the fact that the UAE abstained in the vote in the Security Council to confirm Russia's war in Ukraine, to make it look as if the Emirates and the United States are hostile to each other. This is not true. In conclusion, Qatar is politicizing the war in Ukraine to gain at the expense of its Arab neighbors, which is a failure policy that will never succeed. Hey, Maria Malouf here. Please click to like and subscribe to Maria Malouf TV YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.